This is an open letter to the Sane Society. One of the lies that the shamans of the tribe, the leaders of the tribe, want to tell their tribe, most of the lies that the shamans of the tribe, any tribe, leaders of any tribe, tell their tribe in order to convince them to go to war, one of those lies, a group of lies, the main lies that they tell is that they try to draw an inhumane picture of the other side, uh, an inhuman picture of the other side in order to make the process of liquidating the other side easier for the tribesmen. So if you think you are higher than the other side, then you're a higher life form than the other side, then you think that yes, they seem to be a much lower life form than me. I am such a, brainiac. I am so big, strong, with a sharp brain. You know, that compared to me is an animal, so I don't mind killing animals. The books didn't say don't kill animals. It just said don't kill other humans. Salute. So the good book says don't go kill humans. So what the shamans figure out is, okay, if we can draw these people that we like to liquidate as less than human, inhuman, less than human animals, then our people will, function much better in eliminating them. And that has been going on all throughout the history. And, couldn't be more clear when they say one tribe are the chosen tribe and another tribe is not, is garbage. And they pick apart the certain cultural aspects of the other tribe, or physical aspects or cultural aspects of the other tribe, and they put a microscope on it and they exaggerate it in trying to try to denigrate the other tribe in the eyes of the other tribesmen in order to make their liquidation much more easier on their conscience. So they put a microscope on some cultural and physical aspect of the other tribe, exaggerate it, bring it out, expose it, in trying to, say that we are better because for example, we are better because we practice this, and they're worse because they practice that. And, if you bring down a green-skinned alien from space, and try to explain how your traditions are better than the other tribe's tradition, he will listen to you, he will smile, and he will listen to the other tribe, and he will smile as well. But he will understand, will know, because he's well informed, he will know that there are just differences called their cultural differences, traditional differences, physical differences, but the alien will recognize, you're more or less all came out from the same monkeys or race of monkeys, and their cultural differences, just like monkeys of different tribes of monkeys have different voices that they use, different sounds that they use for communication. Monkeys from one tribe will not understand the cues of monkeys from another tribe, although they're the same species, let's say chimps, because they will not be, listening for those those cues, those sound cues. They would be listening for a different sound cue, so they will not understand it. These are cultural differences, even in monkeys today. So the point is this: but the shaman and the people who sit in front of the cameras and promote the shamans are in the business of trying to make the other tribes that are, I guess they're sitting on your oil, or they may be sitting on the land, but the oil underneath it belongs to you. So the reporters from this tribe tries to denigrate those people who promote things in front of cameras officially and are promoted by corporations. They sit in front of cameras and they tell the public that how the customs and traditions of that part of the world is animalistic, inhuman, low, not worthy of keeping around. So that people of that part of the planet should be eliminated because they're not worthy to live, because their cultures and their tradition is proof enough that they are below human. And for example, let me just bring out one example so you can get exactly what I mean. Mr. Bill Maher emphasizes a lot on let's go with the emphasizes a lot on covering, women's covering in the part of the world that's supposed to be considered as false, so the public from that Mr. Bill Maher speaks to would be willing to eliminate them because they see them as less human. And one of those cultural traditions that Mr. Bill Maher puts a magnifying glass on in order to dehumanize the other side is the way their women wear something over their body to cover up. And when you explain to Bill Maher, but he doesn't listen to explanation because that's his job to say that because their women cover themselves up, there must be something wrong with that culture. Well, the traditional women of Hawaii used to be naked. That's also something wrong with that culture, correct, Mr. Bill Maher? So all other cultures are wrong except yours. All other cultures, too naked is wrong and too covered up is wrong. The only right way to do it is the way I do it, the way we do it, the way Anglo-Saxons do it at this time. Not even the way Anglo-Saxons did it 100 years ago, not the way Anglo-Saxons are going to do it 100 years from now, but the way the Anglo-Saxons, the white Europeans are doing it, the way they're governing themselves, the way their economy works, the way everything that works for the white man at this time is the correct way to do things. And if other people, due to their, for example, geographic condition, have to do it in a different way, then they're less than human. That's what Mr. Bill Maher often tries to, that's the point Mr. Bill Maher often tries to bring across to his listener, that if they don't follow our culture at this point in time, they're not human. They're subhuman. In Afghanistan, in Saudi Arabia, in Jordan, in Iran, in Turkey, in Syria, if they're not doing it exactly as we are doing it, with regards to their clothing, start from their clothing and what they wear and how they wear it, to how they govern themselves. If they don't follow exactly as we do, they're subhuman. We must go bomb them in order to change them. That's what Bill Maher and the rest of the comedians and news broadcasters, even up to NPR, from Bill Maher to NPR, this is the perspective that comes across. If they're not doing it like us, They're subhuman. We have to go fix them, even if that means bombing them. If Ukraine is not part of NATO, that's wrong. We have to go fix it. Why? Why can't Ukraine be neutral? No, no, no. You don't understand. We have to go fix it because only NATO is right. Anything outside of NATO is wrong. Same thing with Israel. Judaism is right. Not even Judaism. Ashkenazis are right. Everybody else is wrong. That's what all those veto votes in United Nations came out of. Is because stating that we are right, everybody else is wrong. My tribe is right, everybody else is wrong. Salute. Let's examine a few of these things. Covering. Have you seen men in Saudi Arabia? Have you seen what the fuck they wear? They have to wear. Forget about its color. Men in Saudi Arabia, their traditional clothing is top to bottom covered in a very thin white sheet. What is their women are covered? Top to bottom in a very thin black sheet. Do you see any difference? Yes, you see the face and neck of a Saudi Arabian. You don't even see that of the Saudi Arabian woman. You may see just the face. You will not see her neck. Could this be because of the geography? Because of how the fucking weather is, that you always you have to carry your own, you either have to carry your own umbrella in Saudi Arabia, which, you know, if you're riding a camel in a desert trying to make a living, riding around like a French lady in Indonesia with an umbrella, it's not gonna work. You know, these fucking British women in India walked around with an umbrella. That doesn't work. The British man came with that, you know, hat with the wide brims. Worked somewhat. Umbrella worked better. You know what works better under the sun? Something that fabric that covers, is very breathable and covers the whole fucking body. So you don't have to catch the sun on your skin directly. But will Bill Maher understand that this is part of part of their necessity of people living in hot, arid climate, that is a necessity for them to cover themselves in some kind of fucking cloth. Now their color becomes traditional, and then that fucking tradition becomes part of their fucking religion. But that doesn't make it a reason to go to consider them subhuman and consider their culture subculture, because their geography is not your geography. Never been. Yes, the traditional clothing, form and style of clothing has become part of their culture. So what of it? What makes you right and them wrong? What makes you human and them not? That's how things function over there. A lot of cultural traditions, even in their politics, has to do with their climate. A lot of it. You know, how calm people are and how fucking inflamed people are has a lot to do with their fucking climate. You don't see a hot-blooded Eskimo. You don't. You know why? Obvious. You people, I mean, how dumb the public has to be to buy this kind of bullshit from Bill Maher. How dumb should the public be to buy this kind of bullshit? So my point is this, that let's examine another one. I'm going to go for the jugular. This is the worst one. That in view of people like Bill Maher, who are trying to dehumanize other races, other tribes from other parts of this planet, these people, as representative of the shamans of the tribe, as the leader of the tribe, people like Bill Maher, as their voice, as the face of the shamans, as the voice of the shamans of the tribe, these guys try to dehumanize a certain group or a tribe on the other side of the planet in order to make the tribe accept war with that tribe easier. Start killing easier, accept the elimination of the other tribe much more, you know, acceptable. So in order to do that, he start dehumanizing the other tribe. One of the main, go for the juggler. The thing that inflames somebody like Bill Maher as the voice of the Anglo-Saxon, one of the voices of the Anglo-Saxon tribe, in order to dehumanize the other tribes, is that at this point in time, this is one of the worst one. At this point in time, in 2024, he would say, for example, he would say that that tribe over there, they're so inhuman, they're so low life, they're so unworthy of being called human that they, they marry their children off at age 10, 11, 12. They marry their girls off at age 12 and 9 and 10 and 11. And that's absolutely, totally inhuman. That shows how subhuman those people are. So it's okay for us to go and kill them because the good book says thou shalt not kill other humans. It doesn't say thou shalt not kill subhumans. Salute to humans. So that is one reason that, the child marriage is one reason that somebody, a figurehead like Bill Maher, in the system, in the Anglo-Saxon tribe, screams at the top of his lungs, is like, because they do this, that shows that they're subhuman. Okay. Has anybody been allowed to argue with Bill Maher on air, in front of the crowd, in front of the tribe, that Mr. Bill Maher, if your life expectancy is 80, if your life expectancy is 70, then it does make sense to marry only after 20 or after 18 or after 25. But if your life expectancy is 45 or 50 or 55, then you might consider having earlier marriage for younger individuals if you want your tribe to remain, because they only live up to 45 to 55. And it has become clear, if you look at the statistics, you will see that as the life expectancy grows, the age of marriage also grows. The acceptable age of marriage, culturally, the acceptable age of marriage also grows. So when the life expectancy is between 45 and 55, marrying at age 10 for women and even boys is considered acceptable, because they have to start reproducing earlier if the tribe has to exist. The woman cannot marry at 35 and produce 2 kids, because the tribe is going to go away, become extinct. So the point is this. This is a again, because of where they are, who they are, how they are, what the life expectancy is, they marry younger. But no, Mr. Bill Maher says if they do this, then this says that they're subhuman. So killing them should not, bother anybody's conscience, because they're less than human. They don't practice as we practice. And this is the worst tag that they put on these cocksuckers on the other side of the planet, to make it acceptable for the public to agree with killing them, eliminating them, and taking over their land. Simple. be it Palestinian, be it Afghanis, be it Iraqis, be it Jordanians, be it Syrians, be it anyone who doesn't practice as we practice, is okay to kill because they're subhuman, because we are only human. If you don't practice as we do, then you're not human. Colonialism much, Mr. Bill Maher? Colonialist much? You and Mr. Bill Ackman, the last two colonialists. Salute.